There is a way to move in this world without being moved by it, a way to build without borrowing, to grow without being owned, and to operate through trust rather than permission. Some have remembered how to transmute agreements into energy, paper into purpose, and promise into power, all without the noise of the system. They create from substance, not submission. They fund from within, not without. They've learned to navigate the current, not swim against it. It is not magic. It is not fiction. It is simply a return to the law of commerce, the trust of one's word. If you feel the call to exit the hamster wheel and enter the architect's seat, find the door where contracts become keys and trust becomes your strongest currency. We don't sell. We build. We don't owe. We originate. We don't chase. We assign. This is for those ready to operate in silence with strength, in honor with structure. No titles, no tricks, just truth.
Hey, everybody. After taking the month of May off, I just wanted to jump on and share that previous video. There is the process that we're going through. It's what many call the birth trust, but it's not quite the way we've been taught, and it's very lawful. And so as I go through this process and the body relaxes, I'm trusting myself, I'm trusting the process, and it's really, really beautiful. So, yeah, we took the month of May off. One is we are deep in process, learning, unwinding, unbinding from the system. And it's not that we're going to disappear. No. What it is we're balancing the scales. We're moving out of the public and into the private, and it's all very lawful. So, as part of Adventures for Connection that I started several years ago as I began my personal development journey, and it started with learning about myself, realizing how deep my programming was within my mind and my body and my environment, to look at beliefs and peel away like the layers of an onion, sometimes very raw, sometimes lots of alchemizing and releasing, and letting go of people, places, things. And as I did this further and further, and my consciousness expanded, my energy expanded, and I continued to be the light that I came here to be. And a lot more being and a lot less doing, and no more chasing. There's nothing to chase, not at all. You know, I used to believe that operating my business, and if I just worked really hard, that it would be successful. And I worked and worked and worked until my body broke down. And I had adrenal fatigue and I could no longer operate. And as a single mother trying to navigate this, I realized I couldn't operate the way I was operating. I was having a breakdown for a breakthrough. And now that that is behind me, so to speak, and I can see the process, it's quite profound and very beautiful. And I call it a dark night of the mind, not a dark night of the soul. The soul's fine. The soul's always sovereign. It's this form that's been shackled as we come in, and all this programming put into us through school and our parents and the systems, and it's okay. It's part of the process. It's part of the game of life. And how do we succeed at this game? I used to think it was chasing things, right? Becoming more successful, buying things. But it was also always for me experiences. And so, having been an extreme sport fanatic for many years of rock climbing and snowboarding, wakeboarding, mountain biking, I did it all. But all that showed me was that presence is the gift, because one had to be extremely present to do these things. But one also needs to look at what's around them and what's holding them back in order to move forward. And so that's where we're at right now, is realizing I need to take radical responsibility for every part of my life, for every contract I agreed upon, even though I didn't have the full truth at the time. That's where I am right now. And it is part of my adventure. And Adventures for Connection is all about connecting with like minded people, about exploring the world together in a new way, elevating, expanding, and lifting others up as we go. It's about earth and nature and sacred sites. It's about crystals because they hold energy and frequency. It's about abundance in a whole new way. For money is just a debt slave system. And once you can see it, you can't unsee it. And I've said that for years. I started with personal development that went in through all the spirituality. And remember, spirit is breath. Every breath you take, you are spiritual. And the whole community has been a bit hijacked, of course. As we know, I've been through the truther community. I'm well aware. I'm well aware of all of it. I'm well aware of what's going on politically, even for Canada. And I'm just observing it all at this point because there's nothing I need to scream or yell about or chase. I just need to be and stand in my own power and lift up those who are ready to do the same. So I'm not going anywhere. I'm here. And we'll see with the lives how often I go live. And Norma Jean's going to work in the background a bit more, and I'm sure I can entice her on once in a while. But I'm here for you. So think about your questions, think about your topics, and get ready for some new guests coming in as I expand my connections. For I am a connector. It's what I do. I've got people from around the world, all lighthouses, and different perspectives. So let's see what comes through with that. And I'm just sending you so much love in this time and space and so much gratitude. Be the light you wish to see in the world, but know that some small action is required in order to change anything. It is about attracting, less about chasing, but that little aligned actions. And that's what this is today. So just remember you are loved. And as we shift and grow, the website hasn't been launched yet, but it will be. And if you're interested in what the intro video was about, say me, and we'll get you some more information on that. I love you.